Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Stalker of the Week, which is the Lovers. If you are new here and you do not know what Stalker of the Week is, it's a collective reading I do on a particular energy that has kept showing up, stalking, basically the zodiac signs. We take out this energy and then we do a little bit of an investigation into it, and this time around it is the Lovers, basing it upon the tea readings I did here for the week, but let's just see what pops up. As always, because this is a general reading, take what resonate with you, leave behind the rest, never ever force it to fit if it doesn't, and these readings can get a little complex. So, yeah, now you are warned. Also, be prepared that it may be a long reading. They always tend to get very long. It is how it is, okay, guys? As I said, they are complex. They look into all aspects of it. It's not, even though if it shows up in a reading as a very simple energy, it just rarely is here, and it is the Lovers, right? So yeah, let's get to it. I am using my doggy deck today because I need it, guys. It's more lighthearted for me as a reader to work with, and that's where I'm in today, right? It showed up as this quite a lot, but we're using the doggy deck. So der Liebe, der Liebenden, the Lovers, alright? It's probably the best depiction we have. In this deck, this guy here represents the Emperor, and that's the Empress. The Empress always comes as this little car called dog. That's always how I recognize her in this deck, because she's the only dog that comes in this color. All the rest are this Moppet. You know these dog breeds, they are mops. They traditionally come looking like this brown, right? I think it's because I knew a mops like this. She was so sweet. It's where you see them in Carcoal. Alright, Carcoal. I don't even know it's called that. I think you just call them black mops. Grey. Sweet. Alright, let's just get to it. I hope you're all doing amazing. What are we doing here this reading? We are looking into we're starting by asking to have the Lovers describe themselves in their own words. And then we're looking into your role, any message from the soul, strength, weaknesses, most likely outcome, and all of that. I'm going to start by laying out all of the tarots, and then I have the archetypes and I have oracles to kind of guide it further, this reading, right? Alright. Let's see what we have. I'm not even gonna go into what is the Lovers in general. The energy of the Lovers is very, very complicated one, and it's probably one of the most debated ones, right? People say it's the soulmate. Yeah, it's the Gemini. It's very much an energy about also being your own soulmate before you someone else's soulmate, right? But then again, sometimes we are born as our parents' soulmates without even having a choice of it. But yeah, it is very much about a choice. It's a choice of soulmates, but it is in that choice also a choice of choosing yourself, if you understand what I mean. It's a complex energy in these circles. And what do I mean by that? The online circles. Outside, I have never seen so much turmoil with the Lovers as I have online. Alright. We have Bubedeknoken, which is, I don't speak German, by the way. It's basically the Page of Swords. Alright, let's lay it out. Tell me more about yourself, little lover. For sausages. I'm gonna lay out all the cards here. See if that helps me. The Chariot fucking again. Alright, it's fine. It's a good one here. see it in a minute, guys. Right, so we're playing with the major arcanas, aren't we? Yes. Alright. And start underneath the deck. We're not completely done here. Right, so first and foremost, let's get started by looking into how would the lovers here describe themselves. It comes with the 4 sausages. It's the 4 pentacle. It's about holding on, but also being somewhat closed down in many ways. We are adding here now we're actually adding a oracle here to begin with, to give also the contact, and then we're adding the archetype. But I look here with you, right? It's in your the role that you're playing here is the Ace of Wands, right? Ace der Stocken, I swear to God, in German, is Ace is the ass. That to me, in my little humorous world here, that's kind of funny. Every ace is an ass. Come on, how can that not be cool? All right. Anyway. So I feel as though, you know what, we also have the Libra energy, the Justice here, and the Lovers. These 2 energies actually have come together very aligned. Isn't what you can control. What you can control is the Justice, right? Which I cannot pronounce here in German. But in all cases, it tells me that there's something here about you holding on, but what is it that you're holding on to? We're going to look into that. But you do have this new beginning, but it has a lot to do with how you make a choice. What you cannot control is how life throws events. You come events at you, and then the situation, especially if this is in a soulmate energy, we're definitely going to look in some clarification there, right? It's just this overview here in that you have a decision to make. This is a choice. If you're faced with a choice right now, then a decision is to be made. The lesson here for you, is to learn to buckle up and take on challenges, but not in a way where it becomes a chasing energy, right? It comes with the Chariot here. The Lovers and the Chariot. The Chariot is my chasing energy. Right, my dog is vacuuming the floor. All right, let's see here. Let's get into this. How would you describe yourself? That's the show me more here. Regeneration, of course, and then we have chopped wood in the reverse, apparently. Regeneration, it's basically the death card. Should I read it for you? Probably yes. Regeneration. Let me pull out an archetype here before we do that. But regeneration, it's it's in the word, guys. It is I want to say coming back from the dead, not so much. Yes, it could have been that some of you have been through a nightmare. Let me just lay out the cards, okay? Yeah, we have the Vessel here. It's the Vessel coming up in reverse, and with the Castle. This is like having been locked up in your home for way too long, and you kind of lost passion for something here. There's something here about holding on, wasting a lot of your physical energy. The Vessel here is the body, that which keeps things together. But you see, when you give so much of yourself, of your physical energy, not spiritual energy, but physical energy, your time, you focus, by holding on to something here, it becomes too much. It's like, it's kind of like a little bit of a block here, right? Let's read this regeneration here. So in many ways, it could have to do, I'm thankfully not seeing the Devil, but the Devil, when it shows up with the Lovers, which by the way is also a life, it's like if in numerology you have the Lovers and the Devil showing up together as some sort of a path in life for some. You could look that up. Some people have that. But these two together, the Lovers and the Devil, they do go together, right? They have a lot to do with also that of working on the shadow side within oneself, right? Of projection and all of that as well. Oh, that's how they show up to me, right? The Devil takes a particular meaning when it shows up with the Lovers. Let's just say it like that. 46, it's rebirth. Yeah, no, that's the wrong one. Rebirth, new opportunities. Dang it. Yeah, second chances are available to you right now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic and stronger form. What you have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better, and more something powerful is growing in its place. Just wanted to make sure my dog wasn't eating the charger there. Yeah, but I gotta tell you what, endings come in many forms. Now is the time to stop holding on to what must die, so that something better can take its place. Let whatever isn't working in your life go. I also feel as though you are doing that, right? Oh, beautiful. What happens when it appears as though you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding rises from the difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then once it germinates in your subconsciousness, it pushes you into your awareness. It's becoming apparent that there's a new you, a new start. This is good. And a more powerful version and form of what you begin to plant in the garden of your imagination has resurfaced. You're ripe for success, new opportunities. I would not have believed that this was a new opportunities, but apparently it is. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. Really, yeah. That is when we talk about it from a spiritual perspective, right? But again, okay, I gotta be careful what I say here, because people when we are going through griefs in our lives, we don't need to be told otherwise. Yeah. You should probably do some clarification here more. Tell me more about you. Other than that, it's you. Do you know that when you have a glass of water and the last drop, I feel as though that's where we have it here. You're very protective in many ways. Oh, that's the energy that comes with the lovers here, right? That's interesting. So a new opportunity here is arising for you. Just a funny thing, but then I keep forgetting. I keep looking here. That's you. You do have the Ace of Wands. It is within you. I feel as though the lovers here is a message that comes. There we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Devil, and the Three of Pentacles. And then we have the Two of Cups and the Empress. I really get as though the lovers here. Yes, it could actually be a strong soulmate connection here. For some of you with a Capricorn, or someone who has the Capricorn in them. But I am Nine of Swords. Someone here is worried. All right. What I get here, I suddenly just got massive, like a banner in front of someone saying, in front of me here, right, saying failure. But it was more like, that energy of, failure to success, whatever. The message that comes here, or the lovers here, is that of their new opportunities. But also remember to hold on to yourself, hold on to that grounded energy. All of these fucking readings, they connect. This connects to the other one I did. Well, it would have been published throughout the week here. It was an energy of always staying grounded, right? Staying grounded on the road to success, so you don't become a prick. I keep getting that song J. Cole, I think it's called Love Yours. The gist of that song is that of, growing up poor and wanting to reach a stage where you have a lot of, where you have money, but then you wake up in a big house and you realize, well, are there anyone in this house who actually love me for who I am? That's what I got. All right, but let's see your role in it. You have the Ace of Wands. That's apparently the long story short. What I get the lovers here is that of something here. All right, you got to come back to it, because there is this fed up energy with the lovers. Okay, there's a fed up energy. And it's a fed up energy of being tired with materiality. But there's not love in materiality. Do you understand? Do you get what I mean here by that? I don't know. All right, let's see. Show me this Ace of Stalking. There we have the orphan, not showed up a little bit like that. Orphaned here with you, mentor as well. Now it wants to lay out like this. Okay. That is the energy here of having been abandoned. That's you. You have been abandoned, but you have healed from it. Been out in the cold. You know the meaning of loss. Right? This is here with the lovers. This is one step behind that of Five of Pentacles, which is that of being at loss. The Four of Pentacles is an energy of, yeah, you may not have like all the riches in the world, right? But new opportunities are arising here for you. You are in an energy here of having a brand new opportunity. Some of you have been left. There's definitely this energy here of having been through an experience where you learn to be alone. That's the orphan here, right? That's being abandoned by mommy and daddy, right? You don't have to be abandoned by mommy and daddy, but you know, it is an energy of having been alone when it mattered. It doesn't have to be your parents, right? In many cases it's not. But you know, that's just for the people who I have read for, where we sat and upright. We were right in front of me, right? Outside of all of this YouTube, none of them, they come with a story where the parents have always been, you know, strong, but they can also have experienced similar energies, but for different reasons. I really want to emphasize that, because I do read a lot on mommy and daddy energies, but more than often they are not representatives of the family members themselves. It can be for some, but it's their energies, right? Alright, let's see here. It's just a matter here of you having been, yeah, you have that energy in you, and I also get as though you're leaving something behind to start something new. Eight of Swords. Of course you are when you hear about it. Of course you are. Six of Wands. Eight of Swords, Six of Wands. My narcissistic combination right next to each other. How fucking dare you? Comes with the Two of Pentacles. I cannot stand watching these two together. Right next to each other. Are you mad? Eight of Swords and Six of Wands. These are not supposed to come next to each other. Then that's where I kind of want to jump up and go, no, 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 no. I don't have a card representing anything. I have a card. I have energies. And thankfully I'm not getting that right here. That's a good thing. Right? A good thing for you that I'm not picking up on the energy. Because the cards have to come with the energy. What I'm picking up on here is, well, for some of you it could be the narcissistic. I actually can't remember what the fuck that is. It's more like, you know, if you have been injured by some energy that is very objectifying, let's say like that. Because then I see you being in your head about possibly having victory, right? As always, any of you, if you are in this game, all right, if any of you are in the game of, no, thankfully you're not. I'm not picking up on that, because the way when it gets like the nasty energy is when someone feels victorious in keeping someone else stuck in their head, and this is not what I'm getting. Good. See, that's the thing. We can't just pick up a card and say this card represents that. No, it has to come with the energies. Thankfully, this is not the energies I'm picking up on. Even though, you know, if I pull out the cards would say textbook, but no. Long story. That's why we shouldn't read each other's card. This is you being in your head, but you know what? You will find victory, most likely, in some endeavor. But you are still here with the Lovers. There is still this message here. What are you holding on to? If any of you, I hope not any of you are holding on to something that should be let go long time ago, with the chopped wood here, right? That's saying, you know, what needs to be let go? What kind of work is it that waiting here for you? Show me one more here about you. You know what, we're probably gonna do 19 minutes. Let's see if I can keep this. We have you in the Student. Humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to a lifelong learning. Yes. All right, we're gonna keep it in the positive note, right? There we have it. All right. I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say that I am picking up right now on an energy. I hope this is not you, because otherwise I hope it's not you, because no, that person would probably not be attracted to this channel. But what can I say? Right. All right. How can I say this nicely? Some of you may have been subjected at some point in time to a soulmate connection meant to teach you a lesson, probably to let go of addictive patterns, such as holding on or blocking your own fucking growth, because rather than pursue your own destiny, you pursue your destiny as that person being your destiny, if you understand what I mean. I'm not wasting my energies on that, but it's here, right? I'm that bitch. All right, let's see here. What soul lesson do we have here for you? The Chariot. Forgiveness and friendship. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. That would then come here with you, right? If sometimes you get stuck in your head, it might be because it's difficult for you to forgive whatever happened here. Maybe this is one of those, can I really say, a soulmate lesson that's about learning to let go. Here we have the Cave. What is it that you're supposed to forgive? It may be that someone here, as I previously said, objectified you, not subjectified, they dehumanized. What do I mean by that? Well, if we have to talk about the narcissistic culture, right? I'm not going to talk about personality, because that's a different thing. I'm talking here about a cultural phenomenon, not a clinical phenomena, right? I don't qualify for that. I'm not going to. I'm not even going to watch video. I'm a very critical person. I accept and I acknowledge the existence, but when it comes to like who I will listen to on it, they gotta be trained, all right, trained professionals, and I'm not one of that. I can talk about it from a cultural perspective. That I can actually provide paper to say I'm trained to do that, but as a clinical, like a personality disorder, we're talking in psychology, psychiatry. Those two are even different, but I do not qualify at all. But what I can, yes, is the effects of it. That is what the effects of it. I'm often said that I believe that most of the modern dating, or what I am being presented with increasingly here in whatever people come with me, bring to me, right, is insane. It's so narcissistic in nature, because it is that of just reducing people to fucking objects, dehumanizing them, humiliating. They're not even worthy to have a breakup. They dump by text, they ghost. This is humiliating. It's devaluing. It's dehumanizing people into objects of pleasure. Is that I can just go out and have another one, and you sit there and you swipe with people like they are fucking commercial goods. It's that where you bring this culture in, and then you treat them like no need to. You can just come in someone's life, and then you can bring sabotage and run away or whenever as you fucking please, because you can just change. There's always someone else waiting in line. It's a mass fabric. It's industrialized dating. It's terrible because it leaves a lot of emotional scars and traumas behind. And who deals with it? Let me tell you, a lot of tarot readers. We get it a lot. We probably also, a lot of us have to take a break sometimes from all this, because it's really heavy energies. This is not these kind of stories that keep repeating themselves. They don't show up. Well, yeah, they can show up when you do love readings, but it's very heavy sometimes. All right. But what I get here is that as a lesson, there may be some forgiveness to deal with here, right? forgiveness of having been treated like that. Of course, it doesn't have to be dating. It can also be like being taken in friends, in whatever way it is, just where you felt completely devalued, not seen as a human. You were just a piece of the puzzle, right? You had to be there to look good. It's like being hired into a company for the wrong reasons. Maybe you had to live up to some diversity quota. I know we don't say that out loud, but you know, I hope it doesn't happen. That would be very bad business. But here it is about forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And I get as though that which is about being to forgive here is that someone just ran away. With the cave here. Ran away. Alright. So how can you... Right, show me more here. 7 of Pentacles. Someone here running away, just as you were about to plan into the future. 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. I mean, all of these 5s. I get that someone here ran away the moment that things started to become somewhat serious for some of you, right? But that's the forgiveness. The forgiveness is also to see what you can learn from it. And I also get that of no longer blocking your own growth by trying to prove a point to this, right? That would probably, I would never get through with that message to people who, because no, there's a limit to the miracle, to the magic I can bring here. I learned that the hard way. Swear to God. Well, in many ways, that's also very liberating as a tarot reader, because it means you're really not that powerful. So, okay, thank you. Show me, or let me lay out the other cards. What is this strength here? Ooh, am I really increasingly picking up on these things? All right. Alright, we're definitely going to look into the outcome, because that's going to be interesting. Alright, how can you then work with this energy? Let's start by that. By not chasing a fucking connection that's not willing to come with you. You can work with it with the Hanged Man saying, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. Let it go. Let it go. Stop chasing. Stop chasing. Also, stop chasing an apology. I mean, I'm guilty in that. Dang it. But in the end, such a waste of time. Stop chasing a connection where you're not being respected with the lovers here, right? Easier said than done. But I don't hope, but see, that's the thing, sometimes I get always a little surprised if I get readings for chasers. It's like, I don't have chasers on this channel. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. We are all chasers to a certain degree, right? We go for what it is that we want. That's not chasing. That's going for what it is that we want. Chasing is going for someone who is... Chasing, when I say a chaser, talk about chaser, I'm talking about someone here almost like hunting down a person who said no. If they said no, it's a no. Don't chase. It's okay to be goal-oriented and set goal, because that's a Chariot. To be goal-oriented and go forward in life. Right? But if it was a no, especially if it's another person, right? There's a difference between the Chariot in a career reading and in a love reading, and even in a career reading. I don't know. Maybe depends on also the ethical norms where you are, but you know, but let me tell you, it's also not comfortable being chased. If you're a healthy person, I don't know, well, you know, if you're dealing with the wrong person who has an inflated ego, they probably love being chased. Normal people find it uncomfortable. Then we have here what's good and what's the decision being made, right? There's a life-altering decision. You're being faced here with a choice, which with the hanged man here saying, you know what, and the way to work with it is possibly by letting something go, even though it feels very strong, even though it feels like it's your other half. Let it go. It's an opportunity for enlightenment, right? But Sustainer and the this one here, the justice that comes with their right. Try pronouncing this. This is insane. Geren Tigris. I'm trying to pull it a bit through the Danish, but right, forget it. Anyway, Sustainer, Justice. Make a decision here to bring the balance into your life. It is in your hand. If messy karma has been played out, messy karma being that someone here left you in a mess you didn't ask for, you were unwillingly a participant in it. Like if you invited someone into your life and you did it with authenticity, you did it with you can place your hand on your heart and you can say, I was honest, the best, right? You may have been in love and confused, but you were honest, right? That would always have been right. Anyway, but and then someone here just completely walked all over you, and karma will come back to that person. But even it's best thing to do is to not focus on it, because that's also a waste of energy. We have the Empress, Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you, if you're pregnant, or if you have your mother or you children here, there's something here about what is you being a powerhouse. Again, this is an energy that's kept showing up again. This is that powerhouse of being there for the people who matter in your life, right? And you're getting a wish fulfillment for some reason, also in your material world. There's something here about you prioritizing that which truly matter, right? Remember to stay grounded. As I said here, something here that was been lost is coming. A new opportunity is rising from it, right? But then you may get into your head here, because that would mean that you would definitely have to leave this behind. And then we have what you can't control here is that of the Wheel of Fortune and the Temple in reverse. You can't control. It's the same message every time I do this. What can't you control? Other people. In this case, you can't control the family of other people. You can't control the belief systems of other people. You can't control the ideologies, the moral belief system that other people choose to adhere to, right? You can't control that. Lovers, that is their choice. Even if you're like, but their parents raised them in this belief system, they have to break free. It's not up for you to determine that. I know it sucks. It's not up for you. It has to come from them. You're not a savior. And that's probably Chaser likes to be a savior, right? But show me more there. Hanged Man, again, you can't also choose how other people release you to look elsewhere or say no. You can't force attraction onto other people, by the way. I know I'm probably pissing someone off, but Queen of Cups, Hermit, and Wheel of Fortune. I am also getting here this message about I know it sucks, right? But it's just don't play games. Don't play games. Or I'm seeing like playing games to get someone back. It's like, all right, so I have another person. I mean, I can't sit here and be a preacher or anything. All I can say is that that shit will come back to haunt you. So, new opportunity is emerging for you. Show me more about this new opportunity for you. Hermit. Magician. Could be in your job. And the King of Swords. It could be in your job, but again, I have this broken heart. This King of Wands one day, I swear to God, he's gonna come and haunt me. Right, you know what, in many ways, guys, can I really tell you something? This narrative I'm getting here, because I get multiple storylines, right? And right now I'm getting like a group that's in a timeline that's about to come up to a timeline I have in other readings. There's a timeline that's a little closer to, for instance, energies that I would recognize in my own life. But that is further ahead from this, right? Or in a different, completely scenario, because this is a very funny storyline. It may also see this for other people. It's a funny storyline, which is the unexpected. But that storyline cannot come until this here is played out. And the new opportunity you have here is, for some of you, it's like a soul journey, learning to find your own voice and being smart and intelligent. And for others of you, there is also like an opportunity manifesting something within communication. All right, let's just leave it at that. Let's see. Well, it will look different than you expect, right? Just funny energy here. It makes me happy to see this energy here, even though there's still something there. It's going to be interesting, but it's just nice to see there's always a happy ending. Show me this Shadow and Page of Pentacle for you. It comes with the 4 Pentacle, the 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. There's a message coming in here. It has to do with this new opportunity here, right? There will be an ending to the headache and a new beginning, a new community surrounding you. Something better, by the way. You and your loved ones are safe. Confidence is the key to success. Show me more about this new moon in Cancer. I keep going over the number 48 apparently. What is up with these numbers? I'm on 73. 48. You and your loved ones are safe. There's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can have to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving houses. If you're hoping to move forward with something special in your private life, this comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. It's family. Wow, I did not see that coming. But it makes sense here about throwing away your purpose, right? Chasing something. Be it a person or a job or whatever. But when you can sometimes become so how can I say, so hooked up on chasing, yeah, it could still be another person, that you forget those who fucking matter. Right? Those who matter. And that's where I see this is going with the Lovers. It's releasing oneself from, do we call it the voodoo spell or whatever? Because there's a new beginning, but it comes here. Gotta stop chasing. Gotta learn to forgive. You could do whatever you want, but forgiveness, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I feel like an acknowledgement is coming here that the moment you stop the focus here on something that may not actually be how can I say, it's like it's coming to the realization it may not have been that important after all, but it could have been important in terms of your own journey, right? This is an energy this is an energy from 2020, guys. This is like what COVID were supposed to teach people. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't. Maybe there are still people who didn't get it. Which is that, or choose the people who fucking matter. Yeah, it's so easy to become occupied with what other people, it's always other people. Yeah, but what about those who matter? Those who were there. One day they are not gonna be there, right? It's like having children. You wasted the young years chasing some idiot, and then you look around and they're grown up. It's like, where did the childhood go? Well, you were probably too occupied chasing some idiot. Sorry, it was just, I don't know, maybe that was just for one or something. But, it's... Yeah. Is there anything else we can get from this? Any other message for the Lovers? You're gonna understand that you have opportunities here. Yeah, you know what? I am still being thrown into an energy here of someone refusing. If I say you have other opportunities, they're like, I'm gonna piss on that other opportunity. I will just have the past. For those other people, Judgment, 8 of Cups, alright, so you are two groups as always. There are those who I can't reach, and that's just how it is. That's gonna continue in this line, and that's fine. And then there's another group here. The best way to illustrate it is that this is the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. This is the hope of someone coming back to reconcile, and it will all be the same. This is Judgment and 8 of Cups. This is making a final decision. This is also reconciliation, but it's like saying, all right, enough is enough. I'm done. I'm leaving. Right? The step goes from here to here. Right? And for those of you who are here and just walking away, it's a matter of looking at what strategies work and what doesn't, and then just let the fucking tower fall. I get as though the tower, something here is gonna come in here, by the way. That is what we have, because the lesson here is to forgive. It's almost like also that of forgiving oneself for not, yeah, for not being there. But that is what we have here for the lovers. As I said, these energies go deep, right? I'm saying that's it. Any positive message? Still positive? Amazing message for it. Show me what I want to see more about this. What else to expect for just imagine why, and it's time to go. By the book. It is a return to self. That's all I get. It's a return to self, finding your own truth and starting a brand new life and finding peace. Right? Some of you are even moving. Literally, you are moving home. You start questioning why. Why did I go here? What did I need to flag here? Why is it? What was I trying to achieve? Why is this so important? Why was this so important? And then this life-altering decision will be made here. And you start getting this clarity, saying, you know what? I choose people who choose me. Something about probably in Cancerian season. In Cancerian season, there's also this energy here of someone realizing someone is gone. It's like they're going to look for where this person is, and they're like, well, where did they go? It's like change their number or something like that. Why did someone go? Alright, that is what we have here for yeah, it is a good energy here coming up. But okay, I'm leaving it. I can't get any more. I did get a good message. Did you see? I really dug down deep, and I did get a good message, because there's no fucking way I'm leaving it at that. I did get a good message, and I'm actually getting like a communication or something's like a proper, like not one like a not one that's, by the way, also spiritual and all that, but like someone giving someone something that brings some kind of a closure here. Alright, that's what we have. I will see you. Ciao, guys.